If you're somebody who takes the easy way out and doesn't really commit or dedicate yourself to anything, to just click off, because this is not going to be easy. You are going to actually see a lot of improvements in your weight, and so you're gonna like start to gain weight. It's not for the faint of heart, because you're gonna have to actually dedicate yourself and put this first, which most people don't want to do because they don't care enough. So if you actually care, then make sure you watch this full video so you can actually start putting on mass. Now, there's not really per se a plan that you're going to be doing, because gaining weight is very straightforward. You just need to fucking eat more, man. Literally just eat more. That's how you gain weight. That's it, in the simplest terms I can ever put it. There's no workaround to that. There's no quick fix to gaining weight. You just have to bite the bullet, eat more fucking food, simply put. Mindset is probably the biggest factor when it comes to bulking and putting on size, because realistically, if you really wanted to gain size and mass, then you would do all the things that are required in order to get that. I'm very naturally lean and I have a very fast metabolism. I've been bulking since 117 pounds. I'm at about 160 and I'm still going. How do you actually get a good mindset? Well, so first, you're gonna have to realize that you're gonna have to put a lot more effort into eating food, especially if you're like me, a hard gainer. Basically, like, it's very hard for you to put on weight. Start eating food not for like taste, but actually for nutrition and energy. You're gonna look at food differently, because you're gonna see it as a way to help your body. Like, because you're gonna see that everything the food does is going to do some sort of thing and have an impact. And so maybe you'll start making some better choices and like, oh, okay, this isn't so great for me. Maybe I'll eat this more healthier food. You'll see like a bag of chips or something, say, nah, that's got seed oils, that's got canola oil and sunflower oil or whatever the fuck's in there. Alright, and then you'll maybe go get something without that. And that's very good, because then all of us are gonna start eating healthier. You wanna start eating like an animal. You wanna see the food for energy and just eat and just eat. You put in that like mental programming that this food is energy and I need to just keep eating it. I just have to keep, so you legit just have to force yourself to keep eating until you're full, and then more beyond that, like just continually eating, because that is where you actually, it's where you start to level up, is when you start pushing it a little bit. When you start pushing, like when you're full, you start eating a little bit more than that. And you want to ignore that, what your body's telling you. Like, it's gonna say it's full, but you have to eat more, and if you want to gain weight. Like, when you go eat because you're hungry, you like to eat, right? Because you like the taste of food when you're hungry. But when you're full, you don't like eating, because it doesn't taste like as good anymore. You don't crave the food. It's a craving. It's like you're attached to it because you like it. You don't actually like what it's for, what it does for us. Because you care more about the taste than the nutrition. That's why you eat junk food. I'm not saying to take this bulk too crazy, because it's really not that crazy. All you really have to do is just eat a few hundred calories over your maintenance. And I'm sure we've all talked and heard about this. Check your calories, check your maintenance calories, and eat above that, like, and eat below that to cut. And you know, we all know this is some basic knowledge now. But I'm not saying you have to go crazy. Just, you know, a few hundred calories above should be fine. There's not really a lot of bulk tips I can really give you, because it's simply straightforward. I can't just tell you to eat, alright, because I can't show you how to eat, okay? I can't really tell you certain things to do, because what you're doing is you're trying to like curve around the problem. You're trying to bend around like the root, and the root is that just simply eat more. If you know the bodybuilder Rich Pion, he made a video called Eating for Bodybuilders, and he says just keep adding meals until you start to gain weight. Try it for a couple weeks, add more meals, and that will make you gain weight, which is very true, because if you're not getting weight, the only reason is because you're not eating enough. Simply put, that's the main reason. Find out like times and places where you can sneak in food or have more food on you to eat. Get how you've been eating and just try to eat more than that normally. Like, bro, if you really want to gain weight, have your mom pack like a home lunch to school, but then also eat the school lunch. Now, I know a lot of it's pretty gross, but it can give you a really good amount of calories. Like that milk, the Kemp's milk has like 8 grams of protein, depending on, I don't know if you guys have the same milks as us, but that's what we have. We have those little Kemp cartons, and those have like 8 grams of protein, bro. But they give you the shit, so be careful with that. Now, most schools offer some kind of like breakfast too. If you get there early before class, you can go up and like get food or whatever. That's also a really good option. Get the food. Get the breakfast food as well. But you gotta understand that most of the school food is literal shit for you. Like, for breakfast, this is what my school does. They give you a Pop-Tart or some really gross like seed oil cereal like fucking Captain Crunch or Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Lucky Charms, like all like the garbage food. And then they give you a juice and a milk, and it's really pretty bad for you, but we're trying to work with what we got here. But like, why are all these schools putting these gross ass foods into our school system? Like, if the government wanted us to be strong, they would feed us good foods, not this. But anyway, the bulk's not going to be the healthiest thing because you're going to have to eat a lot, to gain weight, and it's not always going to be healthy foods because you can't always have something that's healthy. So sometimes you have to step over the boundaries a little bit and just do whatever you can, really, because as long as you're prioritizing healthy food, you're not going to be that like bad. The healthy food or the unhealthy food is not going to affect you that much as long as you're just prioritizing eating healthy over unhealthy. Now, if you're able to eat like a fully clean diet, that's great. You can do that too. That'll be a lot better than eating shit foods. But if you're like a hard gainer, you don't have just like healthy natural foods, then yeah, have a couple fucking Cheetos or whatever, bro. Obviously, don't like pick that over something healthy. Just realize that if you really want to gain weight and get bigger, then you have to do what it takes. It's really when you prioritize weight gaining more that you're going to see more improvements on it, because you're going to be thinking about it more. You're going to be thinking, oh, maybe I can get a snack before this, get some calories, or maybe I can add this oil to my food to give it more calories for about, maybe I can check my weight so you can see the scale. You can't half-ass your way there because this is not easy. It takes dedication. So you have to actually prioritize this somewhat. Another thing, don't eat before bed because your body can only be in two states. It can be either digesting the food, or repairing your body. And if you eat right before you go to sleep, then your body's gonna not be able to repair itself. It's gonna be delayed because it has to break down the food that you just gave it. Make sure you're waiting a couple hours after you eat to go to bed. So just try to eat earlier. Now, if you struggle with gaining weight, then this mass gaining plan is going to be great for you.